What's up guys, I'm back with another YouTube video today, and today's YouTube video is a little bit different. This is how I made $3,902 today accidentally in literally 2 seconds. So as you can see here, I made $780.40 per account, and I have copy traded 4 accounts plus this one, so 5 accounts total. That comes out to $3,902 exact. And I actually entered with micros today, not even minis. So let me go over my full idea of the trade and exactly what happened for me to make this amount, this specific amount. Because usually my trades are a little bit more because I do risk a lot on prop firms. So going into the day, this is what I notified the Discord. So I notified them that overnight we've been selling and starting to retrace, and we've just been forming a nice move overall overnight. And price is currently pulling back, but it still hasn't tapped this 4-hour gap. So this 4-hour gap right here has been fully unfilled. So I marked that out because it kind of makes sense. I mean, when you look at price action, it's currently in a 1-hour fair value gap. It's tapped that 1-hour fair value gap, and it already has like one closure candle confirming that we want to go higher. And then now market obviously still had, or sorry, this one candle had still 30 minutes to close, and it's a bullish candle so far. So it kind of just made sense for price to go and tap this gap and then lower all the way down to these London lows over here. There is a bunch of lows over here which need to be taken out eventually or soon. So that was my whole bias for today. And this was 6:30 at market open, so 7:06, so about 35 minutes into market open. I actually found a long position towards this gap. So this was the entry that I took. I actually got break even on this entry, and I was only up like $270. Yeah, $276 right here. I got break even on this entry. So then I found a re-entry approximately somewhere here, and as you can see, this candle did spike up. So this is how I accidentally made the extra $510, and here is the actual execution. So it was 15 micros, so it was realistically 1 minute and a half. So I entered at 7:16 and 27 seconds, and I exited at 7:16 and 29 seconds. The duration of the trade, like 1 or 2 seconds, and the profit and loss was $510. Trading is like the only thing that you can make this much money in like literally under a second or even seconds. And I didn't even risk how I usually risk. I usually risk 2 minis or even 3 minis sometimes. So imagine double this. It would have been $1,020 in literally a second and a half. But yeah, that was the full breakdown of today. Now let me go over the full trade. So going into market open, this is where market actually opened. And we did pump down a little bit. And once we pumped down a little bit, I believe, if I'm not wrong, we did tap into some sort of gap. Maybe it was a 5-minute or something. Yeah, so it looks like it was, or did we tap in actually? I don't think we did. Oh yeah, we did. So it looks like it was a 5-minute bullish gap. So honestly, I didn't even see that. So that helps the trade even more. So we did go lower and tap into a gap, and we got a nice immediate rejection followed by that. And from here, now instantly I'm just looking for a long position, just an entry towards this drawn liquidity. Let me take this out. So this was my full main drawn liquidity. This is what I wanted price to hit. Yeah, I mean, obviously you can enter over here and just catch like a full like big move, but I realistically only trade 1-to-1, max 1-to-2. This was a 1.1 RR trade, so I was risking, I don't even know because I like mixed up so many, but I think it was like $550 because it was only originally with 1 mini to lose or to win $570 or something. So it was like a $20 difference. So the reason why I entered here is because we got obviously all this confirmation that we want to take this high. With after all this confirmation, it makes no sense for prices to come down and like we go sweep all these lows down here. It just doesn't make sense to do that. So we have confirmation on the bias that this drawn liquidity is for sure correct. Now we just need some sort of entry that I won't get stopped out. So I entered after we tapped into this 1 minute fair value gap. We got a nice rejection over here. As you see, sellers pushed down price all the way over here. Then buyers pushed it back up and closed over here. So the next candle, we started already pumping up. So I entered mid candle. Honestly, it was somewhere around here, if anything. I entered mid candle over here. Went break even the second we passed this internal drawn liquidity. So I went break even right here. And obviously, yeah, price did go up. I was up like almost 300 or $380 or $400 over here, but obviously it closed over there and price came and stopped me out, which is completely okay. So now I was up like that 270 that I was telling you guys about, and now I want to find a re-entry. So my re-entry we did honestly chop around a little bit. Over here, I really thought we were going to take the draw. Now, there's one big thing that kind of made me not want to take a re-entry is this original candle, the 706 candle on NASDAQ. On ES, we actually did sweep out that draw on liquidity. So as you see right here, we did wick it over here, or barely wick it. We like edged it. And then over here, we actually took that draw on liquidity, but NASDAQ failed to take that draw on liquidity. Now, again, even in my previous video, I stated if one pair that's correlated takes a draw on liquidity, the new draw on liquidity on the other pair is realistically way less probable because we don't really have to take it. However, the way NASDAQ was acting, it kind of still wanted to take it. It just wasn't getting there. So I was just waiting for like an entry. And I just entered on this candle, this 716 candle. And this is where I accidentally made that extra $510 in literally 1 second. Because I entered over here. I'm like, let me at least get like $100 in so I can just round up to like $400 or $300. And then from here, second I enter here, it just jumped up and I exited around somewhere like here. So that's how I made that much by accident. Obviously, that's not a full model. That's not ideally what I do. It's just since I did get break even and I was very, very confident that we need to take this shot on liquidity. That's the only reason why I entered. But yeah, if we go over to the S&P 500 over here and we go to the 4-hour chart, also Top Step has been glitching today a little bit, but right here, as we see, obviously we ran through that. It's the same draw on liquidity as it is on NASDAQ. It's just obviously on ES. So since ES did take it, that's honestly why I don't think that NASDAQ played out, or else it should have been played out. But anyways, I'm still happy with the day. I mean, $902 in what, like 2 seconds is still amazing. But yeah, that's honestly the overall bias for today. And everyone in the Discord also did get, this guy got 1 break even and 1 loss. I think everyone just got cooked today. Not got cooked, they cooked today. It was honestly a pretty decent day. It was a nice expansion day. We actually needed one. And I do think that we're going to have better days. Obviously, as you see, we take this draw on liquidity and this draw on liquidity and market starts chopping. Every time I say this, when we take a draw on liquidity and market starts chopping, that's how you know the objective for the day has been met. Just get off the charts, close your computer. There's always the next session or even the next day. You can always wait for the next day or even few hours if you're that impatient to take a trade. But yeah, overall, that's the full bias for today. Let me know if you guys want any more in-depth videos on specific things. And if you guys like these trade recaps, I do have a complete free Discord where I give my signals every single morning. And I do give my daily draws on liquidity as well. We have a full trading chat community, trading glossary. I teach you every single word complete for free. Again, this is all for free. You could join it with the free Discord link in my bio or to the WAP link below. I also do have a one-on-one mentorship where I hold your hand through profitability with a 6-month money back guarantee if you do not make your money back or become profitable, obviously. And that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.